This footage was recovered from a residential doorbell camera system. The homeowner never reported anything unusual. In fact, according to neighbors, nothing seemed out of place until the police reviewed the recordings. The camera activates only when motion is detected. What you're about to hear is a sequence of clips recorded over a single night, each one triggered at almost the exact same time. No one knows who or what caused it, and no one has been able to explain why the final recording never stopped. The first clip was recorded at 1:58 a.m. At this point, everything appears normal. The street is empty. No cars pass by, no pedestrians. The porch light flickers slightly, but otherwise remains stable. There is no visible movement. However, the system still triggered, as if something passed directly in front of the lens. The second clip begins at 2:03 a.m. This time, there is a faint sound. It's difficult to hear at first, but when amplified, it becomes clearer. It resembles breathing. Slow, controlled. Not loud enough to belong to someone standing far away, but not close enough to feel natural either. The camera shows nothing. Only the empty porch and the closed front door. At 2:07 a.m., the third recording begins. There is movement, not in front of the camera, but to the side, just beyond the frame. A shadow passes briefly across the edge of the wall. It moves too smoothly to be an animal, too slowly to be a person simply walking by. The door remains closed. No attempt is made to knock. No sound of footsteps follows. Only silence. At 2:11 a.m., the fourth clip is triggered. This time, the audio is different. There is a voice, very faint, almost like it's being recorded through another device. The words are unclear at first, but when isolated, one phrase can be made out. "I know you're inside." The voice does not repeat. The camera still shows no one. At 2:14 a.m., the fifth recording begins. Something changes. The front door handle moves, very slightly. Not enough to open, but enough to confirm. Something is touching it. There is no knocking, no attempt to force entry, just a slow, deliberate movement. Then it stops. At 2:17 a.m., the sixth clip is recorded. The porch light dims briefly, not completely, just enough to alter the shadows. And for a moment, something appears in the reflection of the glass. A shape, standing very close to the door, too close for the camera to fully capture. And then it's gone. At 2:21 a.m., the seventh recording starts. There is a knocking sound, but it doesn't come from the door. It comes from somewhere else. Behind the door, inside the house. 3 slow knocks, then silence. No further movement is detected outside. At 2:25 a.m., the eighth clip begins. The camera activates again. This time, the door is slightly open, not wide, just enough to see a thin line of darkness. No one is visible, but the audio picks up something new. Footsteps, moving away from the door, from the inside. At 2:28 a.m., the ninth recording plays. The door is now fully closed again, as if nothing happened. But the audio remains. The breathing returns. Closer this time. Slower. Heavier. Like it is right in front of the camera. Listening. At 2:32 a.m., the 10th clip is triggered. The camera glitches briefly. The image distorts. And for a fraction of a second, something appears directly in front of the lens. Not clearly, but enough to suggest a face. Watching. Then the image stabilizes, and the porch is empty again. At 2:36 a.m., the 11th recording begins. The door opens. Slowly. Without resistance. No one steps out. No one enters. It simply opens, and remains that way. For the entire duration of the clip. At 2:40 a.m., the 12th clip starts. The interior of the house is now partially visible, but there is no movement, no sound, until a voice, very close to the camera. Don't let it in. The clip ends immediately after. At 2:44 a.m., the 13th recording begins. The camera does not detect motion this time. It is manually triggered. From inside the house, the door slowly closes, and just before it shuts completely, a hand appears, reaching toward the camera from the darkness inside. Not from outside, from within. The final clip begins at 2:48 a.m. There is no video, only audio, a continuous recording, breathing, footsteps, and then silence. The system never recorded another motion event after this. The homeowner was found the next morning. The front door was locked. There were no signs of forced entry, no missing items, no evidence of a break-in, only the footage. Would you have opened the door